let's see if AI can read my tarot. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Maggie. I'm a tarot reader. I'm just like a witchy spiritual girl, and I do tarot readings here on YouTube every single month, so you don't need to rely on AI. You can rely on a real life person right here. But I also create other spiritual witchy information content and lifestyle content, so come and join. And I'm so happy to have you here. Today is super windy and it's coming through my chimney here. I'm gonna try and edit it out, but I apologize if you hear some whistling winds. You know what I mean? If you hear the storm outside, I did best I could, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I am sitting with horrible posture, but I'm also a tarot reader. So I might be a little biased when it comes to seeing if AI can do my job, if AI can do what I can do. However, my aim with everything I do in life is always just to be honest. I never ever want to give you information that's not true just to sell something of mine or to prove that I am better. However, I already have a lot of qualms with AI to begin with. I have a few things that I am just off the bat worried about when it comes to AI reading tarot, any sort of spiritual thing, which is just that there's so much misinformation out there that if it's pulling and making assumptions based on all the stuff out there, it's really easy to lead into misinformation, especially if it's big news articles that spread and then other people are writing that misinformation, right? This is why I'm really not about AI reading astrology. Your daily reminder that co-star is literally just AI and there's not real people writing it. Sorry to break it to you. Maybe if you like, I can do another video on astrology, AI reading my astrology, but I just think there's a lot of misinformation out there, and if it's pulling from everything, then there's bound to be misinformation out of AI. Now, it can be argued that because there is misinformation out there, that if you go with a person, you could get misinformation too. And this is just why I always say, vet your practitioners, vet your readers, make sure you vibe with them, make sure you agree with their ethics, make sure you agree with what they have to say, make sure you really vibe with the work that they do before you pay for expensive readings, before you pay for their time. Because not everyone's going to be for you, but also not everybody is super informed, right? Anyone can pretend to be an expert online. So just be wary. Be wary of people and be extra wary of AI who are pulling from these same people that you should be wary of. The other thing is, like, it's just not environmentally friendly. We're using it today for the video, but I never use AI. Not for my work, not for anything like that. I'm just not an AI girly. Just never have been, never will be. People really try to push like, oh yeah, put in prompts into AI and it can help you write like content. And you'd be like, give me 5 quick ways to manifest, and then you can like make that into your own. It's just never been for me. I just don't feel like magic is something that can be commercially made, and that all of this energy is natural. Like, the reason crystals work are because they have a natural energy and we have a natural energy, and it's all things that have happened from nature.
Like the year of just realizing stuff, and everyone around me were all just like realizing things.
So our energies match up, and AI, it's not that. So it doesn't get that same intuition, that same energy. It doesn't even respect Mother Earth, and so much magic comes from the earth. So I feel like that's self-explanatory. The other thing is, I feel like it could just be extremely vague, and there also can be systemic biases in spirituality and tarot, and I just don't feel like AI knows how to accommodate for that and knows how to look out for that. That's very widespread. So I just have a lot of concerns heading into today, but maybe it'll prove me wrong. I don't think so, because so much of readings isn't just memorizing meanings, it's going off intuition, and like I channel during my readings, so I just bring the information through, and I feel like definitely AI can't do that. It doesn't feel. And if it starts to feel, maybe we should be worried. And also, it's just unethical, right? Like, it's the same thing with AI art. It's pulling from artists and their like actual skilled hard work. And it's the same thing when it comes to tarot. It's pulling from social media, it's pulling from websites, it's pulling from writing of people who have studied for years and of people who put their hard work into it, and they deserve that credit, not AI. So with that being said, Those are my qualms, those are my worries. But let's see what AI can do when it comes to tarot. I'm going to be using 3, ChatGPT, which is like the classic AI I feel like that everyone's talking about always, CoPilot, which is Microsoft's version, like their AI platform, and then tarotreader.ai to give it like, this one's okay, this one's specifically for tarot. How does that feel? I'm gonna give them 3 tests. The first one is just to put in a reading. I'll ask them for a general reading and I'll ask them for a question, see how they respond. Then I want to ask them for a reading only using major arcana or minor arcana, see how that goes. And then number 3, I want them to use like classic spreads. I think I might do the Celtic cross, might do year ahead. We'll see how it goes. But those are my 3 tests. We're gonna do that over all 4. So let's just start with a general reading. Let's start with ChatGPT and see what it does. It says sure. I was so worried that I was gonna go to film this and it was gonna be like, no, sorry, I can't do a tarot reading for you. And then I was just gonna be like, well, scrap that beginning, scrap the intro. Let's come up with a new idea. But let's see what this has to say. Sure, let's do a general tarot reading. I'll pull 3 cards, 1 for your past, 1 for your present, and 1 for your future. I'll interpret each card to give you an insight. Let me shuffle the deck and see what comes through. Just give me a moment. Already, like, you can do past, present, future. I'm interested to see how it does future because I always say no one can completely tell you the future. The thing with tarot is that it reads energy. So it can give you energetic insights to your future and what's available for you and like what's out there, but it can't be like, this is exactly what's gonna happen. It can't say you are going to fall in love. Because guess what? I could tell you you're gonna fall in love and then you could literally not speak to another person or like leave the house or have any social interaction. Like you always have control. So I'm interested. Let's see what it does with future. Ooh, so we have all, looking ahead, we have the past, the Fool, the present, the Empress, and the future, the Wheel of Fortune. This is really interesting because they all are major arcana, so maybe I'll ask using minor arcana as well. This is the past, the Fool. This card represents a time of new beginnings, spontaneity, and freedom. In the past, you may have experienced a fresh start or a leap into the unknown. The Fool encourages trust and willingness to take risks, even if the outcome wasn't entirely certain. This suggests a period where you embraced adventure, made a bold decision with optimism and open-heartedness. This is interesting. I mean, that's pretty accurate for the Fool, saying like there is a fresh start that happened in the past. So I would actually say like that is fairly accurate. The present is the Empress. The Empress is the card of nurturing, abundance, and creativity. Yeah, kind of. Right now, you may be in a phase of growth, whether it's personal, professional, or creative. The Empress suggests a period of flourishing, where you are either experiencing or creating a nurturing environment for yourself or for those around you. It is a reminder to stay connected with your intuition and take care of your well-being. Like, kind of. I would say this gives a little bit more 9 of Pentacles energy. It's very vague. It's very vague for present energy. I love that it says I'll be flourishing, but it doesn't really give much more than that. I don't know. I feel like the Empress is such a rich card with so much, and it really has a lot of like emotions there and creation there, and it talks about creating a nurturing environment, but it doesn't talk about like creation outside of that. So it's okay. I liked the Fool a lot more with its interpretation. And now the future. This is where it's going to be interesting. The Wheel of Fortune brings a sense of destiny and change. It indicates that a significant shift is on the horizon, bringing new opportunities or circumstances. This card can symbolize a turning point where things are falling into place, or where the universe is offering you a new chapter. It's a reminder to stay open to change and trust that the cycles of life are bringing you where you need to be. There is this thing with cycles sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune, but like it's quite literally fortune, like it's quite literally luck, opportunity, doors opening. This is extremely vague for me. Feels almost exactly like it said for the Fool. It's all just like new chapter, which I mean, for me, I am going to be entering a new chapter. So as much as I'm being harsh, like it's vaguely accurate to my life. I just feel like for me, that's not how I would read the Wheel of Fortune. I do wish it was a little bit more in depth. Overall, this reading suggests that you've had an adventurous start and are currently in a phase of growth and nurturing and are about to experience a change that could lead you to new and important direction. How does this resonate with you? I love that. How does this resonate with you? Like literally, resonate is that keyword of tarot. So it's definitely picked that up online. I just feel like it's so vague. I feel like it's so vague. I'm gonna say, can you tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune? Okay, so here it's just talking about cycles, fate, ebb and flow of life. Opportunities. See, number 3 there, opportunities. That's how I really see this card. It's like luck. It's saying things are coming in, destiny and luck. I wouldn't necessarily look at karma and consequences or a call for adaptability. I feel like there's different cards in the deck. Like, I feel like this gives so many things. Like, oh, it could mean any of these 5 really vague terms. So it could really fit into anyone's life. Whereas if it's just like luck and opportunity, it's like, okay, that's a lot more specific to your life and to like, oh, okay, there will be opportunities coming up. Not like there will be one of 5 of these really vague things. I don't know. Let's see what, in the context of my future, let's see what it has to say. Given that this card is in the future position of your reading, it suggests that a significant shift is likely ahead. This could manifest as sudden change in circumstances, positive or negative, an unexpected opportunity or chance, major turning point. See, so like the first one, I'm like, that's the Tower. The third one, that's the Hangman to me. And then something you've been working towards or waiting for could suddenly materialize is like the Sun. It could be the Wheel of Fortune, kind of. It's the 8 of Pentacles. I just want to see if it can do a reading for me using the full tarot deck. Let's say a love reading. If it just gives me major again, I'm gonna do it again and I'm gonna ask for both major and minor. 5 cards. Interesting. It says just a moment. It's like, let me pull those cards for you, girl. So we pulled the Lovers, the High Priestess, the Tower. See, I feel like it's just major. The Star. It doesn't know minor arcana. You're not getting a full deck reading with this. And the Chariot. And it's so funny. I'm like, can you pull me a love reading? It's like, yeah, you pulled the Lovers. I mean, great. I'm in a good relationship. Again, I'm like judging, being like, so vague, so basic. And I'm like, well, it does talk about my life. Like, it is kind of accurate. Let's just look at the preview here. The Lover shows a deep and meaningful connection is present or coming into your life. It doesn't know. I've been in a relationship for 8 years. The High Priestess encourages you to trust your intuition and deeper emotional insights and love. The Tower warns of puzzle upheaval or sudden change. Hopefully not. The Star brings a message of healing, hope, and optimism. And then the Chariot says you'll soon find momentum in your life. So it's like telling me maybe something's going to be bad. There may be challenges ahead. I'm going to ask the same thing. And I'm going to say using both major and minor. Let's see. I want to see if it can use minor. Full deck. That's what I asked you the first time. So unless you specify major and minor, it's not going to do it for you. That's so interesting. Now it's pulling 7 cards. Let's see. Let me pull the cards now. Okay, sis. Okay. Ace of Cups reversed. The Moon. The Hermit. 7 of Swords. Oh, it's reading reversals, I just realized. Interesting. Guidance or advice coming up for you in the new future. 10 of Pentacles. Outcome in your love life, the World. So interesting. I'm not reading all of this. I will read the summary. Thank you very much. I would actually like to read the full thing for the reverse card. I take that back. The Ace of Cups, when reversed, may indicate emotional blockages or a sense of unfulfilled potential in love. You may be feeling emotionally drained, closed off, or disconnected from your heart at this moment. Kinda. Perhaps you're holding on to past hurt or have difficulty fully opening yourself up to love. This card suggests a need for healing and emotional renewal. It's a reminder to reconnect with your emotional well-being and embrace vulnerability, as the Ace of Cups upright represents deep emotional fulfillment and love. This reversal shows that there may be some work to do to get back to a place of emotional openness. I barely agree with any of that, personally. I'm being so negative. No, you know what? I'm so happy that it's open to reading reversals. I'm so happy that it can do that. But that's not to me the Ace of Cups at all. Aces are always new beginnings, and this does not really talk about that at all. It does talk about the heart and flow and emotions, because that is cups, but I feel like that ace energy is not here at all. I feel like it's not here at all. This is also such a different reading. I'm like, can you do my first reading? It's like, yeah, and then this one is so different. It shows that there's not consistency. Like, one of my favorite things about reading tarot is when I read and then we pull more cards, get more clarity, and the same cards come up. It's my bread and butter. The Empress, again, I'm curious if it says the exact same thing as before. Let's look. Yeah, it's like copy paste the exact same thing, and it's also a card of fertility and growth. So if you're looking for a new relationship or wish to deepen a current one, this is a good sign. Reminds you of your natural ability to love and take care of yourself so that you can attract the same energy into your life. I do really like that. Oh my gosh, the 10 of Pentacles literally has nothing to do with family. I don't know what it's talking about here. Let's see the summary. Emotional blockages, confusion, uncertainty, time for introspection and self-reflection, a challenge related to deception, avoidance, or dishonesty. Empress, nurture yourself, focus on self-love, potential for stability and long-term commitment, and fulfilling successful outcome, bringing completion and emotional satisfaction. I don't know. I don't love this. The past, present, future, good. Asking a specific question, especially a love reading, not great. I do not agree with any of the minor arcana interpretations. There is some dishonesty and deception with Seven Swords. I do agree with that. I feel like it is really leaning on major because the internet has so much of major arcana and not as much guides with minor, so it avoids that unless directly asked. Now let's try CoPilot. Let's see what it has to say. Okay, so CoPilot's out. While I can't actually perform a real tarot reading, I can certainly help you explore the symbolisms and meaning behind tarot cards. If you're interested, I can describe a few cards and their traditional interpretations. Can you pull me 3 tarot cards? Oh, stop. Interesting. Let's imagine we're pulling 3 tarot cards. Here's a quick description of each. Let's imagine we're pulling 3. They're saying, girl, I'm not pulling them for you, but let's pretend. What are the chances it pulled the exact same 3 as ChatGPT? What are the chances? The Fool, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune. Can you pull me 5 cards for a love tarot reading? I need to investigate. Okay, so CoPilot pulls minor arcana right away, but I'm like, can you do me a love reading? It pulls the Lovers and the Two of Cups, literally the 2 cards that mean love. That's just so odd. And I pulled the Lovers first for the last one. It's just like, this isn't the universe pulling you the right card. Because here's the thing, generated like card pulls where it's just like randomly by a computer, I have nothing wrong with that. I actually have one of those in my Discord where people can just pull a card and I have put in all the meanings for them. So the card gets pulled and it tells you the meaning that I wrote in for it. However, both times it's like, can you do a love reading for me? The Lovers came up first. Ace of Cups is here again. Yeah, all of these cards that really came up here are very love-based cards. I want to go with the Tarot Reader AI, and it says 3 cards. General. Let's see. If it is the Fool, the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to lose my mind. It's different, and it uses all the cards. Okay, let's read what it says. I kind of skimmed it. I actually vibe with this one so much more. The Hierophant reverse suggests a period of questioning tradition and seeking your own truth. Yes, you may feel a sense of rebellion against conventional norms and struggling with inner beliefs that do not align with established systems. This card urges you to listen to your inner voice and embrace your own unique path, even if it means going against the grain. I agree so much with this. Temperance upright signifies balance, harmony, and moderation in your life. It encourages you to find equilibrium in all the aspects of your being, mind, body, and spirit. Kind of, that's super vague. It also is like reassessing your goals and things like that. And then 8 of Pentacles, reversed, suggests a need to reassess your skills, goals, and dedication to your craft. It may indicate feelings of frustration or boredom with your current work or projects. This card advises you to reflect on your motivations, seek new challenges, or consider holding your skills to reignite passion and commitment. In summary, this reading indicates a period of questioning through traditional beliefs, blah, 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 blah. Trust your intuition, stay true to yourself, and take proactive steps towards personal growth and fulfillment. Again, very vague. A lot more realistic for what this means. I want to know what the ask follow-up. And then you have to pay. And then you have to pay. Okay. So that's where they get you. I want to read this. Just give me a quick second. Yeah, so it seems like it is AI. I'm like just a little curious because it is made by someone. So I am a little curious if like they wrote some of it themselves to pull from, sort of like my little Discord one did. And then it uses AI to like combine them into that summary below. I'm not sure, I can't really tell, but really like once you ask one question, you have to pay. So I don't even know, I don't even think this is something you could go to every day. Like I tried to like say, suggest a question and no, it just goes back. I wonder if I back up and like come back. Refresh maybe. So if you refresh, you can ask a new one, but you can't like follow up with it. I do like the tarot one a lot more. Like it's literally made for tarot, but I kind of wonder if it's tweaked and it's not like full AI. If you're gonna pay someone to do a reading, I would just pay a human. I do like this one more. I like how it flips the cards. I like that I didn't have to specify. However, this one's out for the rest of the categories, I think, because I can't ask it to do a specific spread. I can only ask it to do a certain amount of cards. It looks like 3 is normal. It's always going to be 150 word count no matter what, and you can only go to 3. You can only go to 3 cards. So that one's out for the last category, and the last category is asking AI to use a specific spread. Now I want to refresh these two so they're not like learning, because you know, once I asked ChatGPT for another reading, it was using major and minor arcana. It was using longer spreads. I noticed each time I asked her a reading, it would do a longer spread because it was learning more and more. So let's try a Celtic cross spread. I'm really interested. It's a lot of cards, so we're not going to read them all. But I am interested to see, A, if they come up with the same cards, because then we're done. Verdict. Jail. Like, we're done.
Believe it or not, jail, right away.
But I also want to see how they actually do the Celtic spread. So can you do a tarot reading for me using the Celtic cross spread? I'm going to copy and paste that and put the exact same thing into ChatGPT. Okay, CoPilot. So this one, it's like once you place the cards there, I'll let you know what they mean, but it won't do it for me. This could be like more helpful to use as a guide. So instead of using a guidebook, asking for a spread for something, pulling the cards yourself and being like, what does this mean? However, again, that's not environmentally friendly. Just buy a book. Just buy a book. There's the Tarot Bible. It's like $15. Now let's do ChatGPT. I know ChatGPT is going to do it. This is better. It's like what your mind and what you're aiming for, your subconscious, your influences, it actually tells you above and below, whereas CoPilot doesn't. It's just like above and below. You're like above the table, under the table. What does that mean? It's asking if I have a certain intention for the Celtic cross spread. I think for the Celtic cross spread, it's literally just general. It always should be, so it should have just pulled my cards. But it's like, all right, got it, just general. Let's see. Girlie's shuffling the deck. She's taking her time. I don't know why. It's saying it can't do it. It's saying it can't do tarot right now, but we just did tarot. We just did tarot. I'm gonna like shut down all of this. Now it's pulling me my cards. But this is so interesting because now it's changed. It's spread. Past influence, conscious influence, near future, attitude and approach, external influences, hopes and fears. Where's the above and below? Final thoughts. Let's just read the final thoughts. You're moving through a period of transformation, overcoming challenges, and stepping into new opportunities. I mean, like, it could be argued that I'm getting the same thing because I'm pulling cards for me. But it's just so vague and it says the exact same thing every time. We should not always be getting the same thing. It's just so interesting that the same keywords just keep being used over and over again, but I'm pulling like somewhat of different cards. Some of them are the same. Like I see, you know, the Empress happens a lot. The Chariot seems to get pulled a lot. Even if you pull different cards, it's still giving me the exact same keywords. So all in all, I would just say, get a reader that you trust. If you're going to use AI, use a specific AI that's for tarot, not just any old AI. But overall, I don't think it can read tarot. I think, you know, the AI, the tarot AI one, tarotreader.ai or whatever I said it was at the beginning, you know, it did a pretty good job. I liked that reading. It felt like it really understood the cards and understood what it was talking about. ChatGPT, and I would say that's probably the case for most general AIs. What do you think about AI? What do you think about tarot readings? Would you like to see me do astrology, read my birth chart? I think it's, always great to support readers and good readers, but I also understand sometimes you just need a quick card pull. And if you don't know how to do it yourself, maybe something like this is something you'd be called towards. However, I think there's so many different free resources out there that actually help. Even just going and pulling a random tarot card and then looking up on a reputable site or with a tarot book what that card means can do so much more for you than doing a full reading from AI. Have a great day. This is all I've got for you. If you made it all the way to the end, I love you. You're a real one. And I'll see you next time. Stay magical. Bye.